Fnatic's turn to ban. Phoenix's turn to ban.
The sack.
Phoenix's turn to pick.
Gyrocopter.
Phoenix's
Bounty
turn
hunter.
to pick.
Hello everybody, we have a special broadcast for you this time around. It's game number 2 between MVP Phoenix and Fnatic. It's going to be myself, this goddamn clown next to me, Blitz, and we're also going to have a special guest, Bulba. Bulba, what's going on, man?
Yo, yo.
Just
watching some Dota 2.
What a great intro.
What?
Alright.
Was
Okay.
it bad?
Can we talk about people giving up Lush Track, Sam? Because we saw it in the first game, and now MVP Phoenix gave it up.
Well, just, I just, well, the teams want to do that trade, right? So they want to give up Lush for Bounty +1. I think last game, what was the Bounty on +1? It was Bounty Queen, right?
No, Bounty Tusk. They last picked Queen.
Okay, Bounty. I didn't see the draft, but yeah, okay, so Bounty Tusk.
Do you think that's worth it?
Shaker, which is probably the two best heroes together. But this is also, it's like Gyro. This time it's Gyro Bounty for Lush. I don't know if MVP actually have a plan. This isn't that bad. It's the first game, because I don't think you trade Bounty Tusk for Lush, but you can take Gyro Bounty for Lush, I think.
Okay. I'm always so afraid
And then,
whenever you have a Lush. It just feels like it's never going to be a fair trade.
And then there's the clock. Clock is quite good versus these two as well. So Fnatic's draft definitely better right now than MVP Phoenix's.
Do you think Clock is a really good hero against Gyro? Like, I think once you get a 4-staff, or if you get a fast enough Blade Mill, it's okay, right?
Yeah, well, it's just especially good versus Bounty too. And he's also really good with Lush Track, because it just like lets you protect the Lush Track in the fights. So I'm still liking Fnatic's draft way more. Obviously.
All right, what are you gonna predict as MVP Phoenix's next pick? They probably pick a support here now, right?
Yeah, they need something. Wyvern is banned. Maybe some Rubik. I don't know for sure what they really like picking. They need an offlaner to like dual lane with the Bounty. The Darkseer isn't that good, because I think Darkseer is quite bad versus Lush Track, but it's good in the lane still, so they can still pick the Darkseer. The other options are like Undying is banned. What else is there with Bounty? Shaker is banned. There's not that many options for their offlane versus the Lush. They need something to pressure with the Bounty with. Like when you duel it with the Bounty, you need something to like really just crush the offlane with, especially in this game, because they want to snowball the lanes. As for mid hero, I'm not sure what they want for the mid. Ember is obviously not the best versus the Lush. Okay, so they're just Darkseer still.
Turn to pick.
Do you think that's the best option, or is that just kind of all the other offlaners are gone? We kind of take this.
They needed something to lane with the Bounty, and I guess Darkseer was the best option. But I mean, they just had to pick it because DS is also really good with Gyro, and they just need to play the Darkseer. Like you don't just need the wall. Like the wall illusions just go away when Lush Track uses ult.
10 seconds remaining.
With the Gyro ulti synergy, so.
Okay.
And they obviously have Bounty Darkseer for the lane. Did Cap piece, dude?
I feel
No,
like
I'm just letting you guys do your thing, and I'm watching the audio. I mean, I've got 2 expert analysis. I don't need to talk about the draft at all. This is all you guys.
2 experts, man. You don't have to flatter Bulba.
I mean, you guys didn't see the air quotes that I put, but
I appreciated it.
Is it on the stream?
no, we've got the draft on the screen. We're
would
not
we
that
have-
egotistical at Join Dota that we're gonna have our faces the whole entire time the
Although-
draft is going.
Although Cap did show me on the chair the other day.
10 seconds remaining.
I did
Yeah.
when you were
I have a weird
like a
ass
seal.
pose. Yeah, I like sitting like that. I haven't done it today because I'm self-conscious about it now.
No, you're not.
I really am.
No, you're
Okay,
not.
so they took the Dazzle. Dazzle's quite good versus Gyro, just because of the OT.
The weave?
Yeah, the weave versus the Gyro, like Black Cannon later on in the game.
Did you see yesterday's
And-
game? Was it? I can't remember what was it. Game 2, where they just all got, or it was like Navi got weaved as like 5.
I saw. I don't have a ticket though, so this is gonna carry me to get a ticket as well. Get two birds with one stone. Don't have to pay for a ticket.
You realize it's
Wow.
like $5. It's not that expensive.
No, whatever. I'm not a TFI player.
Use all your EG money to buy it.
Yeah, use your EG money. We all know you got paid.
Okay, moving on. Okay, I wonder what the main hero is. There is a Storm Spirit left in the poll. There might be a Storm Spirit picked. Holy shit, there's a Rasta.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
MVP just wants to push. And
Who was running
With the
Rasta? Were you
Rasta.
casting those games with me?
They were running it as a support though. I can't remember what team it was. It was
Wait.
definitely in Europe.
Yeah, it was definitely in Europe.
I can't remember what it was though. I think it was actually. I can't remember off the top of my head, honestly. I remember.
I'll look it up.
I think it lost, if I remember correctly, because I was flaming it, and I was saying that hero just sucks to play. Like I think if you get behind with a hero like Shadow Shaman, you actually just lose.
yeah, well, this is a pretty rough game right now for MVP Phoenix, dude. I'm not gonna lie. They didn't ban the AM when they have Gyro Darkseer, which is a pretty bad mistake. But I guess they also wanted to ban the Shaker. So they got the first pick out of the phase though. So I don't think they needed to ban the PL if they take the Darkseer. I think DS is quite good versus the PL.
They-
I think AM was a much scarier pick than PL there for them. I think they should have banned the AM instead. AM Shaker's fine bans.
The Shadow Shaman was picked up by Vega Squadron, who are now in the finals.
Did I cast that game?
Yeah, it was Vega Squadron versus MFF.
Okay.
It won the first game and then it lost the second game.
Okay, that's what it was.
5 seconds remaining.
I think Dart or Anti-Mage is good against a lot of these heroes though, right? Because the Gyro can't keep up and farm. The Bounty Hunter doesn't really do too much, and it can lane against the Darkseer, and the ulti destroys the Shadow Shaman, right? And it gets rid of the possibility of picking Storm mid.
I'm surprised no Lina picked too. That hero is heavily picked.
Queen of Pain's still not banned or
He's,
picked either.
Yeah.
Would you
Well,
have
I
placed
don't-
Would you have placed more value on the Lina over the Gyrocopter or the Bounty Hunter?
No, it was just their setup. They wanted the Gyro Bounty for the Flush Rack.
Okay.
I think it would have been either Lina Gyro or Lina Bounty or Gyro Bounty, the opening
Mhm.
for the last trade. The problem is that the clockwork pick there just crushes both those. Like, it crushes the Lina Bounty opening a lot more. Like, I think clock is way better. The clock just counters Lina hardcore. So-
Okay, so what just happened here? We got a Bloodseeker. Who's our mid? Who's facing Lushrak?
I think it has to be BS.
Yeah, it has to be Bloodseeker.
Won't BS get crushed though?
I actually don't think so. I think the Bloodseeker, it's like the first wave. It goes like this. The Bloodseeker versus Lush is like if the Lush just completely zones out the Bloodseeker in the lane, like level 1, and doesn't let the Bloodseeker go up at all, it's fine. It's like really bad for the Bloodseeker. But if the Bloodseeker gets some CS first waves and then get like level 2 or level 3, like Bloodseeker can actually win because it's he can get it every last hit. I don't know. It's a really like weird matchup actually. I remember seeing a few of this matchups played in pubs, but the Bloodseeker actually, because the Leshrac just wants to keep harassing you down, right? But then the Bloodseeker, if he gets CS, it just takes away all the Leshr's harass. So
I don't
and he's
think
gonna
you
have a
can come
bounty
up in
roaming
CS
for him
though,
as
because
well.
I think Leshrac has too much pressure.
I know that's what I thought so too. But I actually like the Bloodseeker beat the Leshrac like twice or so.
In what? In a
It
pub?
was obviously yeah, it was a pub, and then one was also it was pub doing TI, and it was like pretty like two legit players. I remember it was like I think it was like Yoki versus like some Chinese mid player. I think it was a Yoki versus maybe in a pub or some shit. And I think maybe was playing the Bloodseeker, Yoki was playing the Lesh, and like maybe won the matchup.
Yeah, but maybe he's godlike, man.
And so is Yoki, dude. Yeah, that's all. I don't know. It's a weird matchup. It's like not many people really play it.
Yeah.
I think overall, they
It's
just
no
picked the
TA
Bloodseeker
invoker,
to
man.
deal with the anti-mage as well. Pressure him.
I think if the Bane rotates though, that's gonna determine a lot for me. Like if Bane rotates in
Yeah.
and sleeps Q, then he just dies.
5 seconds.
Yeah, the Bane was a good pick. It's also because Bane is Bane can deal with it. Like, if Bounty goes on Bane, like Bounty Bane can just auto attack him back. Because Bane has really good stats and high move speed.
Yeah, I think also
Prepare for battle.
it's going to be pretty hard for them to stop the grip, and it deals well with the Darkseer offlane too, right? Just because if he tries to surge, it's similar with the Crystal Maiden bite. You can just stop it.
Yeah.
And isn't it really valuable with the early level 7 people versus Gyrocopter?
Yeah, Bane is good versus Gyro in that regard, later on. Used to, like, back in TI3 when, like, Gyro was picked even more, but used to pick Bane a shit ton to deal with the Gyro. Remember then?
Alright.
The Alliance era.
So we have game 2 underway now between MVP Phoenix and Fnatic. MVP Phoenix 1 game up after that pretty dominant game 1. But this time around, Fnatic do have the Leshrac as well as the Black Animage, which you were talking about styles of heroes. I feel like Black Animage is a signature hero of his.
Yeah. It's actually, maybe Phoenix is just like a mix of Hot 6 and Phoenix now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool.
They got MP and Heen, and they lost their...
Who did they lose?
Warnots and KP.
Oh, we're going to have a fight here on the Bounty Rune. DJ's actually going for this one. He's going to be silenced up immediately. They managed to get the stun off on just MP, but DJ
Q got the Bounty Rune too.
Oh, man. So they gave away the first blood.
Q got Bounty Rune
QO
and
got
lost
the Bounty
it.
Rune.
And
okay.
now the Bloodseeker can theoretically beat the Lesh.
Yeah. He's got Poor Man's Shield plus the Quelling Blade. So they're actually going to have net and lane, but they only have one counter ward. Gets placed down, Febby gets spotted, but he has counter as well as tangos, so he should be able to actually roam into this lane pretty well if they only have... Oh, never mind. Net has the second counter ward.
He's trying to set up for the stun right now to harass QO out when he's got Blood Rage up like this, because it does so much damage. Like, he just loses half his HP every single time he gets stunned, and that's a level 1 stun too. Yeah. If there's lightning there, they probably kill him.
Febby comes forward and does a little bit of harassment damage back to Mushi, forcing out the health potion. And this also gives QO a little bit of free time to be able to get some heals up on those creeps from Blood Rage.
Being an ex-teammate of Black, you know, Black, he always used to spam like how he loves playing AM. The one matchup he loved playing more than anything is the AM versus Darkseer. He said that any Darkseer in the world would just completely crush with anti-mage every game. If he loses versus a Darkseer, the game is just like something else happened or some shit. That is what Black said. So let us see this game. He's playing AM versus Darkseer, and this Dark is having a pretty... I mean, the first 2 levels is fine with Darkseer, but looking at mid, going on.
Yeah, they brought him pretty low. Now Febby, they're thinking about going for the stun. Mushi fakes it out a couple times, trying to hit it. Will throw it out, but misses on QO. And now QO keeps running forward, getting some good damage out on net. The Blood Right goes out, and it will actually hit Mushi, bringing him even lower. If only QO had a level of Thirst. Unfortunately, he's not quite level 3.
Yeah. That was actually so close. He even Blood Rages himself to try to get net, and I think that would have been enough to kill him. And he just forced both of the mid laners back, like, by himself. So I guess this matchup now, especially with the bounty and the first blood, is perfectly fine. Like, before it might have been rough, but now it's pretty...
Yeah, he's got such a high amount of CS, too. The Leshrac's gone for another 5 seconds or so.
The Lesh just bought a wand. Sam, thoughts?
Bought a wand?
Yeah, he just bought a wand.
Just for the Bloodseeker in lane, right? One's like one of the best items versus Bloodseeker, because you get a wand charger every time he uses Blood Rage.
Why do you complete
the... to use in your Leshrac picker.
Why do you complete the wall? Why don't you just go for stick and hold on to a little extra gold for boots? Because boots is pretty important, right?
Yeah, one is a bit of an item though. It's like not that bad to just complete really. It's like no real negative because it has really good stats. And they're duelating, so they just want to like, they don't want to just keep spamming the lane out. They want to keep their lane on their hill. So.
He was getting really low.
Yeah, they're actually going to try and body block QO's. He eating some of these creeps. Oh my goodness, that's actually keeping him alive. The last bolt, not quite enough. QO will get out because of that. Very nicely played for the rocket. Oh, don't tell me the rocket. Don't tell me the rocket. The rocket! Oh, Christy's on the mark. A level 2 rocket secures him a kill.
Shit.
That was pretty godlike.
That was insane, especially with how fast the Bloodseeker was.
He shot it from far away too.
That is definitely the most satisfying thing when they clock the sniping someone with a rocket.
Alright, meanwhile we have free farming MP, Gyrocopter, and a Shadow Jump versus a Clockwork. It's gonna be dangerous. Double disables. Paired with, even though he's level 9, he's actually holding on to some of his levels now.
Denied.
And Chrissy, he's actually looking to gank up this middle lane. It looks like 3 level 6. And he's wandering back to lane now. No opening to be found, so he heads back.
Yeah, the Clockwork can have a good game right now because he's gonna be getting. He got that one kill is actually really big for him because it's a big experience kill, and gonna have he got the ball, so he's gonna have like a really fast tranquils as well.
Mushi barely survives the QO coming. It's done, gonna be dodged, and QO one slice, and he gets
He's gonna go for more.
Now he's gonna go for net as well. Brain sap's not gonna be enough. Ohio comes in. Shell great, that's actually gonna save, and Febby will go down in return. Trade off.
QO's
QO.
going back, dude.
Yeah, he still looks for more, but I think that rocket kind of scared him off.
I still think this trade is fine though. Like Kyo's getting so much right now out of the laning phase.
Oh, he really needs he needs a last hit so badly.
Deepest thanks.
Actually give him a healing potion. Another bit of lightning. Febby sees this opportunity though. If Mushi wants to play that far forward, they're going to be able to get the silence on him as well. This is an opportunity. QO actually not going to go for it. Instead, just going to be Febby getting more right clicks onto Mushi. Now QO runs forward, but with the TN from the Bane, they have to back out.
Watching QO is so entertaining actually. He just doesn't care. He just ends the fuck up in every game. I remember it was really funny. It was actually we can wait for after this. Fnatic is going to die. It's like
Yeah, Rupture easy kill.
so. I was talking to March. It was the day before they played. I forgot they played that one team that they got to top 8 with. But I was just asking him, "Yo, March, do you prepare for the draft?" He's like, oh, "No, why do I need to? I'm just gonna play my. I'm gonna play Spirit Breaker or Bloodseeker or Spirit Breaker or Bristleback." And then I asked, like, what's your game plan? He's like, oh, hopefully Kyo carries my ass. And this was like a game for $800,000, and this is what he says, and that was just the funniest shit ever. Fucking March, actually.
Bottom, what is that? Hasted Febby?
That's what Phoenix or Hot Six told me too. They said like they would take their scrims super seriously, and they would just like play against Phoenix, and Phoenix would just do clown stuff, and they would just like be over laughing even if they were losing like 20-0, and like Hot Six just didn't understand what was going on.
They're just clearing through this hard camp stack. So that's going to be taken away from the Leshrac, and QO's going to be getting all the bigger. He's already got Treads, PMS, Quelling Blade, and another 1,200 gold. He's going for the minus.
6. They need the Clockwork to get 6 so they can rotate onto the Bloodseeker. Because once Clock gets 6, it's really hard for MVP heroes to play like alone on the map. There's Clockwork's missing on...
Oh, top though. They're going to make a move.
They're going to be able to bait out, kind of, but with the Gyrocopter ultimate, there's no way they can fight that one. Chrissy forces back MP to make sure there's no more damage onto net. He just needs a little bit more experience to have that coveted level 6 and start rotating around.
I actually think the Ross should just like leave top lane. Yeah, I think the 6 might be important, but he's the only hero with real stun. I think he should go to the Bloodseeker and smoke the Bloodseeker into the Ames lane. Like I think they can pressure the same a bit more Bloodseeker. I think that's why they picked. That's why they picked the Bloodseeker as well. Right. I think the roster just like they should just really pressure the AM because like the AM wouldn't be at the tower because of Darkseer Iron Shells. So it's like if Bloodseeker just runs there with the smoke in case there's a safe lane ward, it's really easy for him to kill. And Kua just goes and steals.
Yeah.
Some big camp creeps.
Another
he's
hard
actually really farmed as Bloodseeker. Yeah, he's very farmed.
Yeah, he's so far ahead that he's going to go for the minus.
Do you think at this point the Leshrac just changes builds? Like he actually just went for the Robe of the Magi. I think he just like tread mules or something like that, or he still go for the Bloodstone.
I have no idea why he doesn't have a bottle though. I am a bit perplexed.
Oh, he still doesn't?
He does not have a bottle.
I actually think that's almost just inefficient.
Oh, Rupture goes down on Black. He's going to die here. Unless he can TT out in time. The last right click not going to be there. MP, he threw the ultimate well, but they don't quite get him. Meanwhile, in the top, they actually pick off Shadow Shaman, seeing as the Gyrocopter just left the lane.
It was either that they rotated either Rasta or the Gyro. Oh, yeah. If the Gyro leaves Rasta up, or the Rasta has to play a bit safe, Fnatic's just going to go for the Rasta. So. But yeah, they're going to get this tower down here. AM, even though the AM didn't die, still got pressured. They're going to lose a lot of map control right now. Fnatic is going to lose their jungle right now to MVP.
They're so far, but this Bloodseeker's net worth is actually crazy right now. He's already up to 5k, and he's got a Midas.
He is insanely farmed. He's just taking over the enemy jungle constantly. Like, there's no opportunity. Even once they get that Battle Fury, AM's going to have such a hard time finding places to farm, because Gyrocopter takes his jungle, the Bloodseeker takes the enemy jungle. Oh, Febby! Yo! A little bit too close to Mushi there. They're still going to have the Rupture in for the side, but there's 3 other heroes behind Fnatic.
Oh, there's a call down, though.
Ultimate. Great ult that's going to be able to slow down Chrissy as well. He TP's out knowing the QO is going to get to him eventually, and the Cogs pushback so effective. Ian was desperately trying to gain range, but in the end, the Clockwork does escape.
The Clockwork misused the hook there. He doesn't need to hook the bounty. The bounty was dead regardless. If he saved this hook, he would have been able to hook the Bloodseeker in, I think, and maybe he would die. Not sure. But the Cogs is really good for Fnatic right now. Like, MVP can't really deal with the Cogs in the team fights, and I don't know, it feels like Fnatic's, they need to just farm a bit more and just play a bit safer, because there's no way they can make these kind of moves right now. They can maybe get 1 or 2 pickoffs if they're sure, and MVP's going to be alone, but MVP is such a snowball lead that the heroes are just stronger right now. Yeah, Bounty just got 6 too, so.
What about the Bloodseeker's builds? He just picked up an Ogre Club. Normally we see SNY before the BKB on Bloodseeker, but he is dealing with both a Leshrac and a Clockwork. I would say BKB would be pretty valuable.
I think if you play Bloodseeker versus Clock, you should always go BKB after Midas.
Okay.
I think it just makes the Clock is good versus Bloodseeker before Bloodseeker has BKB.
Mm-hmm. Marchinar off lane. He's the one hero that we really haven't talked about. He's just been casually throwing out ion shells against Black. He's only sitting in 2,300 net worth though. Seems like his lane really didn't go that well. Top lane, they're going to drop the wards. Be able to take tier 1 tower quite easily.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And MP continues to get that much farther ahead. Build-wise, what does MP go for? Because I feel like he has enough room that if he wanted, he could go for the Helmet Dominator build and start stacking up Ancients.
Looks like he's just gonna go for drums, and he's just gonna go drums BKB, I think. They're just gonna try and keep fighting.
Okay. Why do you go for the drum here instead of the SNY? Too much of an investment?
I think they just want the drums, like, gonna be able to push, and drums is overall is a bit better, like, team-wise, if you want to, like, team fight and push, but SNY is better if, like, you being tanky. I don't know, both are fine. Personally don't like phases that much, but maybe it's fine this game. I think Treads is better than phase.
Alright, we got Chris.
And also it's that, the Bloodseeker is the one farming the Ancients, and so the Gyro isn't gonna get as much farm priority right now. Bloodseeker.
So Drum's a cheaper item, which will allow him to go for the BKB a little bit faster. Yeah, March is dead. Chrissy and Mushi smoked up for that one. They finally do find the pickoff.
They might lose their mid tower though. They have Glyph available, and I don't think they can afford to lose the mid tower. Otherwise, they just lose all control of their jungle, and they need it so badly for Black to be able to actually farm. He's not even very close to his Battle Fury yet.
Oh, the Rupture getting placed on Chrissy, immediately going to Cogs TP out, but oh Jesus, there goes the Dazzle, and Mushi's going to die as well as MP quickly jumps on top of both
Black can
of them.
TP into this.
Yeah, there's no way. They throw out the Silent Teen. They're just going to commit to this tier 1 tower. They also have really good Roche taking potential. They could probably do it right now if they want to with the wards.
That's like almost a 13-minute BKB for QO with Midas.
Jesus.
Like Black is definitely confused right now. He's just wondering, like, how the hell is this? Our mid lane went so badly, even with the first blood. I don't know if it should have went as badly as it did. The Lesh has literally 0 farm. Minutes.
Oh, he might actually just run. No. Okay. I thought it was actually going to go into the base at the same time as he TP. But They can't really afford it. They have to give up the Roshan, but they're gonna go so far behind now.
This Blood Rage Roshan is going ham.
They'll get him eventually, though. With the help of the Wolves, they'll take the Aegis, and they're gonna give it.
I think Kyo takes it for sure.
Yeah.
So, MVP Fnatic's 4-manning top. Like, this is kind of what their lineup had to have done. They need to 4-man while AM farms. But the problem is the lane phase went so poorly. It's hard for them right now, but they're at least trying right now, which is the right move. But I think MVP should defend this. They shouldn't give up this tower. Yeah, and they're gonna run up and
don't they
Fnatic's
just get too far behind though if they go for this?
Who?
If they just keep 4-manning like this, I mean Mushi has to have some time to farm. He's got nothing. Like all he has is treads, and if they lose this fight top, I almost feel like the game's just done.
No, but I think it seems like MVP doesn't want to bad. Or no, Ross is gonna smoke 3 of them, and they're gonna go. Yeah, this is a really good play by MVP. Because if MVP defends this tower, it's like basically over for Fnatic. I think in terms of this. Like if they die here, they just have to sit behind their base.
Q has a BKB now too.
Oh, nice set of cogs once again from Chrissy, trying to push back MVP as they jump in. Hookshot actually going on Febby. Chrissy's going to fully commit to being able to kill the bounty hunter, but it looks like he won't get there in time. Unfortunately, he's going to be going down and giving away a track kill to MVP Phoenix. Still though, Fnatic, the rest of them did manage to get out.
That wasn't the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, that was the best case because of the clock. He sacrificed himself.
Yeah. He's been doing really good with his zoning set of cogs, and they've also always made sure they had TPs.
I made some space for Black. He's gonna have his battle 3 somewhat soon.
The problem right now though is he's getting almost like he's got a third less net worth than like Q's the real big problem here. He has Aegis plus BKB. It's almost gonna be impossible to fight him.
Rupture on Mushi. He's got no HP. He was. There's no way. Fiend's gets laid out, but it's too late. Mushi's already dead. And QO, thanks to BKB, is actually surviving through all this magic damage. It's only the tier 3 tower that's caught on issues. Now the Gyrocopter ultimate is going to be able to land, and there goes that Aegis. This could be very problematic if he doesn't have a BKB. They're going to be able to lock him down, sleep, waiting for a next set of disables. They do have the cogs. They're going to push him backwards. And Black starts getting some of that damage out. QO still runs out in time. Chrissy does have a hook shot. Does he go for it? Febby's body
trying to match it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the clock just cogs the Seeker, and then battery sauce, and then bans up on. I don't think he does move where he tries to push him back. I mean, maybe versus any other hero one, but Bloodseeker has already had highest move speed. Dazzle actually had no TP there too. That was pretty big. If Dazzle just TP'd in and Bloodseeker mans up, or if Clockwork mans up, Bloodseeker would die, and that kill would be really big because then Black would get the kill for the experience, and then comeback gold.
They lose Mushi though, and they lose their tier 2 tower. And Black has to come in too, and I don't think he wants to do that this early in. He probably just wants to continue to farm, so they don't get anything other than the ace out of that. It's not like this Gyrocopter very underfarmed either. He's actually got so much.
Huge just for the fighting move speed build, and it's really good actually with Bounty because he has with track and then phase drums on. He has basically maximum speed. So, and it's really hard for Fnatic to lock him down without like a Bane or Clock, but he's able to go ham in these fights, and then the track gives him vision of the flat cannon. It's really hard for people to run away.
Bulba, do you think that that the pipe is still a decent item to pick up? Because March actually has the completed Hood of Defiance. It seems like everyone values the Glimmer Cape more.
But I think their concept is that they don't want this game to go long. Like, if this game goes up to like 40-50 minutes and Fnatic gets back up, they're gonna lose MVP. Because Bloodseeker isn't that good of a late game hero, really. He's like a really snowbally ass hero. So they want to be able to break base with the pipe and the next Aegis, I think.
Tier 1 is gonna go down to the top.
Pipe is gonna be around the next Aegis, or he already has it. So.
Ohio's going to be caught here. Managed to get off the shell grave just in time. QO, does he still want to commit? It's going to be pretty deep if he goes for the kill. Hookshot misses. Oh dear, now the BKB is popped. Thin side of the cogs with Chrissy, who drops low. Fortunately, the creeps body block him in. Kitty Mage comes in, managed to pop at least.
This is going to go really badly
here. And QO goes down. Now they're going to be able to catch March as well. It's a huge turnaround. The wards are still there. And maybe that's enough to be able to keep Fnatic from
Ohio's the
Gyrocopter. Some real QO 3-2-2 shit. I'm sure they just take this, like, they force Blitz, like, Dazzle runs away, and you see Clockwork TP, and then you just run away. Like, you just walk back, and then you can just sit there and you ward the tower.
Yeah.
And you get this tier 2, you need to do these moves. That's such a big lead, but that was a very big turnaround, because Black gets Vlads now.
They had 10k at one point, and I think if they just rotate, even if they just wait a second and wait for the gyrocopter to come in, that play probably isn't the worst thing because they can lay down the call down and guarantee the kill. But once they committed without that, because no one on his team can follow him in, is the problem. Like, nobody's gonna just run in right after him. So he's pretty much just YOLOing in by himself, and they're not that far ahead where he can afford to do that. Especially with Black having the Battle Fury Vlad. He's just gonna farm up the Ancients and eventually go to the enemy jungle and create space.
Was Blade Mail still the build for the Clockwork? Because you have Mail versus both 2 BKBs now.
I think the hero always needs Blade Mail, honestly, I don't know. And Nozai likes going Force and Earn. So since that's the only hero I can play, I support the Blade Mail on the Clockwork, even if it's pretty late. I just think you need it. Maybe this game, I don't know for sure. Maybe he goes Force Staff because he needs the. But it's just like if he waits in the fight with the Blade Mail and uses the right time after BKBs are down, it's a really game-winning item. Yeah. Especially versus Gyro. Gyro just sits there and can't do anything to you. Even when you have like 2 times more farm than the Clockwork.
Well, the Beast is beginning to wake up. Black is level 14. He's got Battle Fury, Vlads, and now working towards that Yasha to Manta.
Do you think with the next Aegis Sam, they just go for the high ground? Or do you think they try to gank Black once or twice?
Oh, that is their game plan right now. This is why this DS is playing mech pipe instead of just going the normal blink Guardian Grease. It looks like they have the mech on the bounty. I actually really just the way they coordinate their items. I think bounty should just.
I can't believe he snagged that last hit.
I think in this situation, bounty should go Medallion and Solar Crest, and then Darkseer just goes mech, and then pipe. I don't think this. Like, not buying a solar, they need the Medallion. Like, Medallion is a very good item versus Anti-Mage. Or Solar Crest is a really good item versus Anti-Mage, because AM doesn't want to buy MKB. And you just, when you siege uphill, you just Solar Crest your hero that wants to siege, like the Gyro. Can't really do anything to him.
They're gonna kill Ohio though. And that's just more track hold. And the Roshan's up potentially pretty soon. But they're still getting the split push game going pretty quickly. Like, Black is getting actually pretty massive right now. They've almost got a mech of their own. Yeah, that just finished one.
It's going to be some serious problems though, because Anti-Mage can't split push as effectively against Bounty Hunter and Shadow Shaman, right? Like, I'm actually really surprised that he didn't go.
Bloodseekers will.
Yeah.
If Bloodseeker's missing, the Bounty has to play hella safe.
Yeah. Does QO is he still going SNY?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got it coming in right now. And
then I presume he goes Abyssal after that, right? So he has lockdown against the Anti-Mage? So he can Rupture and then still catch up and stop him before he TPs out?
Yeah, because the amount of tank that he has probably doesn't matter too much.
Okay.
Especially when there's things like Fiend Script in the mix. I think it's better to just all in and have a hero that can potentially kill the Anti-Mage for you. But their window is getting harder, just because if Fnatic can keep this game going, and Black goes for the split push, there is going to be a time period where it's going to be pretty hard to gank him, especially since they've committed so many items to this mid game. Like, there's no Blink Dagger on Heen. They don't have the best way to catch him either.
Yeah, I was really surprised they didn't go Blink.
He's going to push top out. I mean, right now, Fnatic, MVP are just waiting for the Aegis, so this is fine. I mean, if Fnatic know that MVP are going to get the Aegis no matter what, like, I think it's really stupid for MVP to find Fnatic to go fight MVP, contest the Aegis. So they just need to just wait and chill and defend the high ground.
Oh, they might just get a pick off though. Nobody's nearby. The gyrocopter's coming in pretty soon, but there's still some time. Like, they see him farming the jungle.
No, this is really risky. Like, I don't think they should do this. If they had Lesher there, maybe they could. But
oh, do they not? Okay.
I don't think those 3 heroes have enough damage to deal.
They smoke again though.
Again. It's
heavy amount of commitment.
Okay, the Leshrax's coming in now.
Considering the
problem is
distinct
that
lack of damage that
if
they
either
have.
of these cores get their BKB off, it's so hard for them to...
MP, they got him with the Fiend's Grip before he could get off the BKB. Now they're going to be able to battle himself. No, he clogs push him back. And now TJ's in some trouble. He's going to be locked down. He gets the Shell Grave. Maybe he can hook shot or TP out, rather. TP away. Oh, wow. He actually gets out.
Yeah, but Kyo's got a ton of move speed now.
Mushi has no TP.
Yeah, Mushi's stuck. He's stuck inside the trees. He knows he's dead.
Yeah, I don't know what Fnatic is doing. Like, they don't need to do these things. Like,
don't they just wait for Black?
Yeah. That is really... Mushi doesn't have buyout as well. Mushi buys a Glimmer Cape. Like, this is a support left track right here, guys.
Oh, wow. Alright, hookshot jump in against QO. They know he doesn't have a BKB, so that blade mail's going to be super effective. QO will go down because of that.
The counter throw. Oh, God.
MVP Phoenix, once again, trying to go uphill too early.
Don't they just... I think if they just waited for the Aegis there, farmed out the jungle...
Yeah, they just wait for the Aegis. Sure.
Like, that's where the blade mail pays
teams
in.
Are really, like, trigger happy right now. And Black's gonna have Manta. Yeah, he has Manta right now. This is good timing. 24 minutes, Splats, Battle Fury, Manta, Image.
Alright, they're gonna start
now
working on the
buys Medallion.
I think they realize they need it, and I think they realize too that the amount of opportunities that they have are going to slowly decrease, just because MP can't keep up with Black's farm. And on top of that, he's built so mid-game that even if he has like equivalent farm, it's not worth as much as the anti-mages.
Yeah, for them to kill the gyro, their clock had to hook as soon as the grip is about to end, and they needed to use the heal bomb. And like just use all their spells immediately on him. It's like such a risky play, because if he gets BKB off, they're gonna get turned around. Especially with the bounty coming with mech.
Oh, jump in. Hookshot managed to lock down Heen. He does have the Glimmer Cape that'll help him survive a little bit longer. Vacuum inside. Wall gets lit out. Maybe they can actually turn this one around with QO coming in. DJ's already low. Looks like QO's going in the back. He wants to be able to lock down Mushi first, and he will be able to pick up that kill. Net TB out just in time. So one of the three heroes that got back inside of that cogs managed to escape, but they got the two important ones, Mushi as well as that Clockwork.
What a play by March God, though. Like, that made that okay. Now they're going to get a free Roshan, too.
Ancient stack cleared. MP ready to go inside that Roshan pit. They've got the Medallion of Courage to make it go that much quicker.
Yeah. This is the classic, let's run us 4, and if we die, we die. If we go, we're making space for Black.
Right.
Mentality. Yeah, we use this shit on mouse sports too. let's run around as 4 guys and hope Black carries us. Me and Pi would just be like, YOLO, just fucking run at them. Maybe we die, maybe we didn't.
How often did that actually pay off for you?
I mean, it worked a lot, actually.
Oh, he's gonna get a free kill at top.
Oh
wow.
Black's actually just playing really well, so gotta give it to him. Good anti-mage player.
What about this Shadowblade being built by QO? Is there really enough magic damage to warrant a Silver Edge against the anti-mage?
He just wants to like be able to catch the aim when he's split pushing. Like,
okay.
He doesn't know where Fnatic's wards are, so he just wants to load ours in and try and find him. It's either that or he had to go Abyssal Blade, one of the two.
He's looking for the Rupture right now, but unable to get it.
Yeah, and there's always going to be a Blink TP. Without Heen having a Blink Dagger, I really don't think they're ever going to be able to lock down the Animage.
Yeah, this time around, Kyo, he only has a 6-second BKB, and they've got the Aegis on Gyro, but when do you think they decided to go for the high ground, Sam?
They're just so afraid of AM split push. Like, it gets to the point where if they're going to be pushing down mid, he's just going to split push top lane to the racks. So they need to like devise a way where he can't split push. And honestly, they're smoking right now. They should just go away and push mid. Like Darshik can push out the top lane.
This is a pretty big kill too.
Oh wow, the cogs goes out just in time. Chrissy needs to be able to TP out though. He pops the blade mail, not going to get away. I think he realized that the damage was just too much. He wasn't going to be able to complete that TP.
Yeah, but Black, as soon as he sees all those heroes, immediately starts going for that top push again. And the Darkseer alone definitely can't hold him anymore. Like, the Ion Shell actually doesn't do anything, and they've just committed the wards too for this low ground tier 2. So I don't know if they can go high ground.
Classic anti-mage game.
Radiant's middle tower
He's
has fallen.
he's gonna have Abyssal, and like, his farm speed is gonna be really fast. He's gonna farm the enemy jungle. He's gonna get an Abyssal anytime soon.
Knowing that the Animage is a problem, especially with that Abyssal coming in soon, why wouldn't you go Butterfly on the Gyrocopter instead of MKB?
Well, it's like, when you play Gyro now, I think you need to go MKB. Oh shit, he's going on March.
Yeah, March is gone.
Under attack.
Jeez, he couldn't even get off the Surgeon.
You just need the damage when you're flacking. Like, Butterfly, fine, but I'm not sure. Honestly, I think he needs the MKB.
Okay.
It's so for the inevitable, if AM goes Butterfly, you need the MKB as well. So.
And I suppose with the Solar Crest that's coming in, you still have a source of evasion for the Gyrocopter eventually.
The thing with carries right now, it's made it like, the items that have come in the game, it's like, you have to go MKB. Like, you can't really go Daedalus.
MP gonna be found by Mushi and Net. They have no heroes next to MP. He throws out the ultimate. Febby comes in, throws out the Shuriken, but it's not gonna be enough.
They need to
Aegis is gone.
They need to run. Unless they can fight.
They're gonna try and fight this one. BKB activated by MP, puts him inside the Cox. Black comes forward, managed to get a bash, eating through MP's HP quite quickly. And now TJ comes forward, managed to lock down Febby as well. They're gonna get a secondary kill on him. QO with the BKB. He's rapidly being eaten up. He'll fall as well. And now Heen looks like the last person to fall in this fight. MVP Phoenix just got stomped on the own side of their base.
Yeah, like, MVP needed to run. Darkseer was not there, but I guess it was really hard. Too.
I don't think they're going to be able to get out.
Yeah, I don't know. I really dislike this. They needed to go uphill earlier. Like, when they go this Darkseer, this pipe, it's all just way too all in. And if they just don't break base enough, Hero's really useless because he has no blink, he has no like Shivas or anything. There's no Guardian Greaves. Just a walking pipe. Maybe he gets a good vacuum off. This was definitely anti-mage Dota.
Black almost single-handedly taking down this tier 3 tower. Good wall and vacuum combination, but it's just going to stall up Fnatic. No, it's actually going to push him back with the rest of MVP about to come up. They decide to retreat, just happy with the amount of gold that they picked up so far.
Do you still think MVP can win this game? And if so, what do you think they go from here? Do you think they actually just smoke gank, try to pick off Black? They probably have enough damage still.
Well, they have track, so when you have bounty, like, no matter how far behind you are, or how less map control you have, you can just go for the YOLO kills.
The crazy thing is they're not even behind in net worth. Like, they were ahead at 10k, and now they're just even.
Yeah. I mean, they need to help, honestly, have a blink, and it just has the blink now. They need a really good fight with Gyro and the Darkseer.
Oh, at bottom, he was gonna get picked off.
QO needs to run. Oh god.
Yeah, QO. Fiend script.
Them coming too.
He just gets ahead of that one. But he does have the shot blade. Now he's going to be caught trying to turn around Rupture, but he's been spotted by the Clockwork Rocket. Quickly taken down by the 5-man of Fnatic. Another 70-second opening. And they have a lot of gold they can clear through now with this bottom lane push. Tier 1 and Tier 2 still up.
And it's off.
This is so frustrating right now for MVP Phoenix. Because you have to think to yourself, we played so well in the beginning.
It all got thrown away. MP just desperately trying to force rotations back.
Can spy out the possibility. Just 40 seconds. Oh, it's hard. They don't need to. They have Abyssal now. Look at Black's gonna play AM. Like, he's gonna have his Abyssal now, so he's just gonna be able to solo kill anyone right now on MVP.
He's gonna go MP. Yeah, he locks him down with the Abyssal Blade. Doesn't stand a chance. Even pops a BKB at the tail end, but Black's damage is just too much to handle.
This is a pretty, this is gonna be a sad loss for MVP. I don't think they're a tilty team, but...
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, if anything's gonna tilt you, just looking at such a great start. And it, bit by bit, being thrown away.
It really doesn't get much better than that, though. Like, Kyo gets a first blood, he gets the bounty rune. They set up so many kills. Like, the Leshrac is so poor that he can't afford a bottle at 6 minutes or something ridiculous like that. and then this game happens. Like the rest of it has just gone so rough, and they're just running around trying to chase Black. But I think the time for that passed. Like if he was gonna go for the Shadow Blade, I actually think he should have just gone it before the S and Y, and hunted down Black. Because once Black is this farmed, he actually doesn't even mind if he gets caught out by just the Bloodseeker. And he can just turn and fight.
Black can actually just buy like. I'm gonna go. You can go like Lincoln's or Heart. Both good. Lincoln's is actually really good versus Bloodseeker.
You got a Hex now on the left track too, and the BKBs are so low.
Solar Crest is about to be here for the Bounty Hunter, but I don't think that's going to change much. Pushing forward, Black. He's hoping to find somebody right in front of the base, but they'll just push the creep wave in and force MVP to defend once again. Well, they're going into Secret Shop. They've already found Heen. He's going to be locked down. Jarkopter throws out the ultimate, but I don't think he's going to get much here. Heen actually turns around, gets off the wards. Did boom? Not an image now. Black. He's trying to get locked down. They have a wall there, but it's still not enough. He's just man fighting up against 4. Finally, they do have enough damage to bring him down on the side. Fnatic blocked out by those sets of wards. That actually turns out to be quite the good fight for MVP Phoenix, even if it was 1 for 2. Now Febi's going to be caught, though. Dual Scepter, do they have anything to stop this one? MP just not high enough HP. And QO immediately pushed back by the Cogs. Doesn't even have Rupture mana yet.
I don't think he should be here right now. Like, he should probably just get out, reset. They got a pretty big
out.
Alright, that's commitment.
Alright, that's all in.
Yeah, Black wants to end this game. With only a Gyrocopter and a Bloodseeker up.
That's a good move by him. They can get 2 sets, I think.
The Darkseer, still no wall for another 45 seconds, even if he comes up.
I'm just gonna get one in back.
If they get the Aegis...
Good,
I was
if MVP picks off the anti-mage, they can win this game. Like, they just buy smoke and try and smoke the game.
The Rocket's leading the way. QO knows where Black is. He ruptures him, but does he really want to fight him? DJ already locked in QO. Pops the BKB, tries to fight up against Black. Vacuum outside of the Cogs, but no, Black still has the reach to be able to get him. He gets the kill with the Blood Rage on top. Now he's still fighting with the Rupture on top of MP. We'll be able to finish him off finally, and now it's cleanup time. They'll be able to get Ed as well. Shall Great buy some time. Oh, here comes Mushi. He's still looking
that
anti-delusion. Oh no! They get chased out. Bounty goes down. The Bloodseeker who bought back. They even look inside the Roshan pit, but it's not up yet.
Oh, it just spawns 2.
He just go back in there.
You gotta look.
Oh, he got it.
Okay, I think you give the Bloodseeker the Aegis, and then you still try to make a play, because you know that the buyback on Black is down, and that's probably the most significant thing. Like, now that that's down, if they actually kill Black once more, or if they can kind of force something, they can probably still do this. Like, the mid lane is quite pushed in.
I think when they kill Roshan, I think Gyro will have bio too. He can bio and they can just run mid.
Yeah, I actually think this is the play. Because there's still a full minute. They're going to take this pretty fast. And this is the cheese as well. Like, you give the Aegis to QO, who doesn't have the buyback. You take the cheese, you can drop it on the Gyrocopter who's got... I guess maybe you don't want to sell drums, but with such a low BKB,
I think Fnatic still has the blue horse, and now the blue horse is up. So it's still insanely hard for MVP to break base now.
The blue horse is what you call it? That's like the worst meme.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever, dude.
It really is Bulma. Out of all the names you could have chosen.
Out of all the Twitch names, that was by far the worst.
Rainbow Disco Pony.
Radioactive Goat. A balanced 4 legs.
Bulma's got no imagination.
The blue goat. He's pushing top, and you think they go back and deal with this? They don't have travels on MP or anything like that, but they might actually just be able to get a kill if they have +1. Like, he doesn't have any vision, though.
They go for it now. Mushi actually runs forward with the Glimmer Cape. The Rocket still follows him.
He's gonna get picked off.
Yep, they're going to be able to get the Hex, and the Shackle not even really needed. The rest of the team did back up, though. MVP.
This is a cloudy game.
There's a Solar Crest on Febi. You've got QO who's got... he doesn't actually have another item, but they've got a lot of farm now, and if Black gets caught out by the Bloodright, I actually think they can kill him, like, pretty quickly, too. Like, you Bloodright and Rupture him, and then at the same time, you vacuum so you can't blink out of the blood right area, and then you just all in and kill him. And now you finally have a blink trigger too on your Shadow Shaman. Hey, what's going on?
I think the Bloodseeker needs a... I think Bloodseeker needs like an Abyssal Blade as well. Yeah, that has to be his next item. That's a problem with this hero at this stage, he's just like a Rupture. He doesn't have Abyssal. He needs a really good fight.
You think he should have gone Bash or Abyssal over the Shadow Blade?
I think so, because I don't think they didn't need his Luzars.
Oh, locks down 2. Cogs push back.
I think he should just go Abyssal and... Like, I don't think those Luzars did much, because they didn't even catch the aim when they were still pushing.
Yeah.
That catch as well with the Rasta Blink and the Bounty Hunter scouting.
Can they even go high ground here?
And not, I don't think they can.
They have to use the Aegis though, right? Like, there's no way that they can take a straight up 5v5 fight. It's too risky, because if Kyo goes down...
They could try, but it's just like, Bane's gonna keep infibling the gyro, and they're just gonna have roster works to do DPS. If Bloodseeker goes up, he's gonna get hooked. They can just, like what Cog can do is he can just hook in and then Cog, and then he can like, it separates the team from the Cog hero, and then they can just grip whoever he hooks. No, he's gonna go now.
Yeah, he jumps onto Febby. They're going to pop him real quickly. MP has that Blood Rage. They are still waiting for their opportunity to fight. Febby's actually surviving for a while longer. In fact, Mushi gets the shell grave. Febby's actually getting away, and Mushi's going to be the one to fall instead. Up too. Going to pull him back. Get him a little bit of heal, but it's still with the Rupture. He should go down. MP pops a cheese. Now Black going to be locked down by the Hex. Can he actually lock him down? He's inside the wards. Shackle, force that save, but March, as well as the rest of the team, are all on top of Black. Shallow Grave, sleep. Black gets out just in time. Now the Blood Right, though. Whoa, he desperately wants some of these kills. He'll be able to get Mushi. Starts bouncing back. He locks him inside the car. This is not great, especially with the blade. He done for. No, he can't escape.
The tier 3 coming back too. Oh, if they could have killed Black, I think that was actually the game for them.
Yeah, that was a sick, the grave though.
He left it to like the last second too. He had like 1 health, gets away, and instead Kyo dies, and I don't think he has buyback.
Can Black? He doesn't have Abyssal, but if he gets a nice like first hit bash here, this next blink.
This is a really looped up gyrocopter too. That's why he was chasing it. He had -1 hour total. Oh man, if Black dies there, it could have been... He had a minute on his buyback too, and I don't think the Bloodseeker is that far in, if not for that.
Yeah. Bloodseeker, down for a full minute without buyback. Image is going to start working on that top lane of Rax. Chrissy manages to find Febby. We'll get this kill. So it just looks even more bleak for MVP Phoenix. So we're going to have to fight 3 versus 5, now maybe 2 versus 5. March is already gone. Chrissy finishes them off with a hook shot. There's a buyback on our Darkseer. Still no wall for 12 seconds. Fnatic are just going to end the game. They're going to go for these tier 4s.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Jarcutter's ready to jump back out. Chrissy says, no, no, no. You go right back inside that fountain. Pushes them back while that Anti-Mage works on those tier 4s. He gets blown up. Vacuum wall. They managed to get a decent one, but MP, he now has to fight against 4 all by himself. He's going for net first, but the Shell Grave's actually saving him. A Black is just too much of a threat to MP. He has to play around the fountain as long as possible. Bloodseeker's back up. In 5 seconds time, they do manage to pick off one of those first heroes, but now our Gyrocopter gets jumped on, immediately buys back. Gyrocopter and Bloodseeker. 2 versus 4. They have the bounty coming in as well, but the throne is exposed, and the Cogs is just locking MP out. He can't get to anybody. Chrissy's just buying time for Black to be able to end this game. QO comes forward. Black down to half HP, but turns Manta. He immediately kills QO. We'll be able to get on top of MP as well, thanks to the Hex. GG, well played. Fnatic even out the series 1-1.
That's where you talk, Sam.
Oh. That was, I mean, the game was self-explanatory, kind of. I don't know, like, it was so all in from MVP, because the DS went, like, pipe early. They needed to get the Aegis, so they seemed to go mid. But Black, you know, Black just pushed them to death. And I'm not sure if the item choices as well, like, that was... I think DS should just go mech early. Like, he farmed pretty well bottom lane, because they had so much space on mid, so he was just, like, kind of soloing versus the AM. So he's always gonna get last hits, and Dazzle can't really zone Darkseer, so Just classic. Dire wants to win early and break base, but they screwed up, and the anti-mage won.